So, lads, today we're gonna talk a little bit about the battle of the 1v2, the probable finals matchup. The Lynx versus the Liberty. Again, you can't really judge too much by it because the Lynx are normally better without Fee because they're a well oiled machine. And then the Liberty are without Stewie because they are more talent reliant. And look, it was a game where I thought the Liberty were in control for most of it. Um, the Lynx obviously had big lead at times, but the Liberty were in control a lot of the second half. And yeah, for the Lynx, I didn't even realize this. Alana Smith is actually shooting 41% from the free throw line. And that for a lot of the season, she was shooting higher from the 3 point line, the free throw line. I did not realize she's been that bad at the free throw line. Like for someone who is a like 30, like a mid 30% 3 point shooter to be so bad at the free throw line is shocking. But obviously, Courtney Williams at 26, she was exceptional for the Liberty. It was a lot of Jonquel Jones. Phoebe made a nice layup down the stretch. Emma had 10 points in the game. Heck, even Natasha Cloud until the end looked okay. Kennedy Burke, Maureen Johannes is okay. Look, I think they're going to be fine. I think this is going to be the finals again. It should be the finals, but I think the Liberty are much more beatable in the best of three than the Lynx are. But if you guys didn't see, the way this game ended was nuts. Like, it was absolutely nuts. So, basically, there's a jump ball between Dijonay and Natasha Cloud. I'm going to skip through a couple of seconds here. And, like, I don't understand how what happened. So, this is where the jump ball happens late on in the game. So, the ref comes in, yada, yada, yada. Let's watch this at double speed. The ref comes in. The ball gets thrown up. And then this happens. Sabrina and Eskew just get shoved. Sabrina just gets shoved. So right before this, sorry, it's kind of hard to get things there. So in the replay, we'll watch it. Actually, no, watch it at normal speed. So the ball gets tipped. Sabrina gets it, and she just gets hacked by Jess Shepard. No call. And then Kayla McBride gives them a free throw. K-Mac gives them a free throw here. They have a chance. They have like 18 seconds to go. And Natasha Cloud has a chance. So they have 20.5 seconds to go. This is what they're running. Sorry, this just keeps going full screen on me. Maureen Johannes is in the game. I have to pause this because if I don't pause it, I'm going to get a copyright claim, unfortunately. So we're going to pause it. They go to Natasha Cloud, and for some reason, like, I understand going for the quick two, but I would still play for the three. I'd still run a set. Natasha Cloud goes to the basket and blows the open layup. And that's game. Natasha Cloud blows the open layup. She blew an open layup to make it a 1 point game. And again, look, I think they foul K-Mac. K-Mac hits the free throws. It is what it is. I think that's the likelihood of that scenario. Is that they foul K-Mac and she hits the free throws. But that was a bad miss. If you're going to take the quick two, you better make the quick two. If you're going to take the quick two, you better make the quick two. That's all I'm going to say. Like, I'm cool with hunting for the three. If you've got that much time to hit a two, I'd go for the three. Or if they hit a three, I'd go for the three. I think it's a possible shot. I think the first option should be to go for the three. If they're overplaying the 3 point line, then you can take the two. You add 20 seconds. Realistically, you're completely fine. You're completely fine if you give yourself 6 seconds to look for an action for a three, and then you give yourself 4 seconds to attack the basket for a two if it's on. If not, you look for the three. Because you had control of the shot clock. It wasn't like, this isn't Europe. You don't lose 10 seconds of the shot clock by taking it past half court. This isn't FIBA rules. So you're in a good position. You're in a real good position, but you just chose to do what might have been the worst possible outcome. And just an unclutch game here from the Liberty, who, in the Liberty's defense, they haven't been that clutch. Wait, is that Celeste? Who? Who's Cameron Taylor? Who? Who? I have actually no idea who Cameron Taylor is. I have no idea who she is. I have absolutely no idea who she is. But for the Liberty, the Liberty are now back in as the third seed. But if you look at some of their games, they seem to be either comfortably beating teams, or it's like they've been struggling a bit in the clutch without Stewie. And to be fair, maybe we've all underrated Stewie over the last while. Oh man, I hate the way the Liberty's website is. So past regular season games. So Saturday 17th of May, they beat the Sparks comfortably enough. They lost to the Lynx. They lost to the Aces in a game where they were in control. They just lost it down the stretch from rebounding and free throws. They beat the Wings. The Wings stink. They beat the Wings. The Wings stink. And it's not really an issue. And they also lost to the Wings, didn't they? Yeah, they lost to the Wings one of those times. They lost to the Lynx again. They lost to the Sun. They lost to the Sun by 16. This is a team that's actually in a bit of free fall. I don't think people are fully grasping how much the Liberty have been struggling since Dewey's gone down. And how much, in fairness, healthy Liberty, I think are the best team in the WNBA. But Liberty have been healthy for 4 games this year. That's probably an exaggeration. Maybe it's 10. But the Liberty are literally 10-0 with their full starting 5. And I'm not talking about the game where Stewie got injured 90 seconds into the game. That doesn't count. But the Liberty and the Mercury. Oh no, geez, the Liberty it's the Dream that are ahead of Liberty. So the Liberty are ahead of Mercury. Both the Liberty and the Mercury are 4-6 in their last 10. And they're the Liberty are game above the Aces. The Aces could fuck about and end up as the third seed. Angel Wilson could fuck about and win MVP. I'm not joking when I say that. If he misses, say, 3 or 4 more games, and suddenly she's missed 10, there is a world where Angel Wilson wins MVP. And look, if the Aces somehow manage to finish the third seed, the Aces are a game and a half off too. If they somehow pull off the second seed, with the roster they have, and Fee misses more games, I wouldn't even be opposed to it. I wouldn't even be opposed to back-to-back. I can't believe I'm saying this. I would not even be opposed to it. I think Fee's the better player, but it could be the argument we held that we had for Fee last year, that she just kind of carried the team and she did this, she did that. But man, I'm not counting AJ out of the MVP race. But yeah, the Liberty in a bit of struggle right now, and might be a good situation for the Fever, because I think the Fever beat the Atlanta Dream. If the Fever can stay to that, if all things play as they are, but I think the Storm are going to figure it out, and the Storm are going to overtake the Fever. I don't know about the Sparks. I think it's going to be between the Fever and the Sparks for that 8 seed. I think the Sparks have a little bit of a choke artist in them. I think the Storm are going to be in. I think the Storm might overtake the Valks. I think the Valks are going to make the playoffs. They just don't lose at home. So yeah. Anyway, that's the video. I'll see you guys.